Hello again, it's me, Jacob Landrum with River Road ISD. I'm bringing you today a follow-up video to my previous CRS video. I'm titling this one, We Just Want the Dang Standards. One of the biggest problems we ran into with interim testing is that when the interim tests are released, they do not, you're not able to easily generate a report on the performance of each individual standard in like a percentile, like you might do with a different program, like DMAC. So what I've done is I've made a template with Google Sheets that's pretty easy to use. All you have to do is just simply copy the template, bring it in, copy and paste your data in, and then you get what I call in a very professional sense, pretty spreadsheets. So what I'm going to do is walk you through that, and honestly, it shouldn't be very much of your time anyway, and it's a lot easier than manually trying to combine performance on the different standards. So let's go. So right this second, look in the description of this video for a link to the spreadsheet we're going to be using today. When you click the link, it'll open a window that looks just like this. This is the spreadsheet. You notice it's empty. This is because it's the generator, and you're going to put your information here. But what you want to do is click this blue Use Template button, and it'll open up what it is we're going to be doing. So at this time, go ahead, click that link, then click this blue button here to use the template, and it'll think. And then it will load you up your own version of this. Okay, so here I am. This is the one I actually just copied. So this is my template that I clicked the Create Template on. Down here at the bottom, you've got 3 tabs. We're going to get to how to get this information in a moment, but I just want you to see what this is first. That way you know what it is you're looking for, or if this is what you're looking for, I should say. This Calculator tab is all of this automatically will do its own thing, so you don't have to worry about this. The Pretty Spreadsheets tab is going to be where our information comes from, but what you're going to be getting is here in this Example tab. So you can see, and I'll zoom in a little bit here for you. So this is broken down, and first you're going to put in the test name, and then it will sort your kids into quintiles by their overall performance on the raw score. So if you're going to use the interims as grades, for instance, and then over on the right, and we're zoomed in a little bit, so it's kind of funky to see, but it sorts the standards from low to high. So these are all the individual standards assessed on the interim. And then these are all the standards, same over here. This is just alphabetized for your convenience. So let me show you now how to actually get this same kind of report. At some point you may see me suddenly pause. That's so that I can get rid of my actual students' names and just have these cool fake names I got from a fake name generator. If you're coming from the previous CRS video, then you've already kind of seen some of this. So I'm going to go back to my export thing, just leave this open. So here on the Texas Assessment / Testing Personnel website, I'm going to click on the CRS button. Loading. I've already logged in once, so I'm still logged in. So click your role. If you are DTA, then I would do that. But if not, then pick whatever role works for you. Make sure you have interim selected. Come down here, go to dashboard. Okay, so now let's do. We'll play with English again. We'll do some English data. So here we've got some spring data. This looks like it was done last week, so that's convenient. Now you don't need to click anywhere else except this little button right here. I'm going to make this really big. That way it's easier to see for everybody. Never mind. I didn't say that. Okay, so I'm going to click this right here. It's going to open up this window. You want to say overall test, reporting category, item performance of all students. If you have multiple campuses, do all of them. If you just have the one, pick the one. You know what to choose here. This is important though, so you're going to choose this one, choose your campuses, and then choose Excel. Say export, scroll down a little, say yes. And then we wait. And we wait, and we wait, and we, okay. So just in case you've never used the secure inbox part before, this says that it's in progress. This is going to be in progress forever and ever and ever and ever and ever. So what I always do is I just click this send file and then click view documents and then just go back and forth a few times until it says it's done. Because it doesn't automatically reflect that it's done for some reason. Still not done. Okay, we're good. We're good. And we're waiting, and we're waiting, and we're waiting. And it's still in progress, but you did it a few times. Eventually this says that it's done, and then you'll see these options. To download it, all you have to do is click on the name. I have already downloaded this one, so I'm just gonna go grab it from right here. Just click it. And then you see it downloads here. If you're on the previous version of Chrome, it probably downloaded down here, which is honestly what I prefer. So I'm going to open this. Okay, I got my students changed to fake names to cut the TSDS numbers. That's an important part. So what you're going to do is once you get in here, you'll obviously have to click the enable editing button. Click on any empty box and just hit Control A to select everything, and then Control C to copy it. And then we're going to minimize this. And now we are here. Now, if you use this before, then you're going to make sure you hit Control A and delete everything out of here because you don't want anything sitting in here. It'll break stuff. But then just click in this first big cell up here and paste. And this will take it a moment because you're pasting in a huge chunk of data. There we go. Once you do that, you should see all these things down here and all these different scores and stuff like that. You don't have to edit anything. The one benefit to this method is that everything, every time you export something, the first row of real data, quote unquote, shows up here on column Z. So we can pop over here to the calculator. The calculator gives you all the same data that our pretty spreadsheets is going to give us. The only difference is that it's not pretty. But if you look through here and everything looks good, then cool, you know you did it right. And then click over here to pretty spreadsheets and you should have the list of what you're looking for. So to put this in kind of a way that's more useful to you, you can put the test name here. This is the ELA 1 spring interim, whatever. And then click on duplicate. And if you plan on using this multiple times, you're going to want to do this part especially. So we're going to change this name to ELA 1 spring interim. And then click Control A until your rows and columns turn to the darker color. And then Control C to copy. And then this is very important, Control Shift V to paste. Now what this does is that here on pretty spreadsheets, every one of these cells is pulling in data from the calculator sheet. And then I just have it laid out nicely. So this, the percentage formatting is linked onto here. So when you make this duplicate and you do the copy and then Control Shift V, let me show you here if I go paste special, values only. So that means it takes what you see and not the formulas and pastes it on there. This is important because obviously if I come back to export and I want to do a different test and I delete all of this, well then here on my pretty spreadsheets page, this is all gone now. Because here on the calculator page, everything is gone now, but over here, everything is still the same. So to get your percentages back is very easy. You just choose the columns where the numbers would be. So B, D, F, H, missed, B, D, F, H, J, L, and N. Hit the percent button, and then hit this 2 times so that you get actual percents. From here, you can either choose to keep using this as a spreadsheet like this, or if you want to print it because you're the kind of person who looks at your data on paper, no shame in that game, that's how I do it too, then select all the text you want because you don't want to print the entire thing is huge. Tell it to print and then go to selected cells and do it like this. And then you can modify this to, fit whatever your preferences are. And somebody is calling me. Okay, sorry about that. So when you tell it, you select, make all your selections, you print it. You can either print it or you can save it as a PDF and then have it for later. So that's pretty much it. You can also, if you want to kind of incorporate some other stuff onto this, the calculator also has a function here that will split the students into low, medium, and high form. So let me put that data back and I'll show you what I'm talking about here. And there's our bell. Okay. So if you go back here to export, we're going to go all over here. Control A, delete, make sure everything is empty out. Paste. And then we wait, and 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 we wait. And we're still waiting. And I believe in you. And you can do it. I'll come back when it's done. Okay, it's done. Wow, that was fast. Way to go, me. Okay, so if you wanted to have your kids kind of split up to see which form they got, I don't have this incorporated onto the pretty spreadsheets option because there wasn't a way to put it on there that just looked pretty, but I did have one person ask. So over here on the calculator in columns STU, you can have it split them into low, medium, high form as well. So I hope this is of some benefit to people who want it. I know that pretty much all of my teachers in my district that do, STAR testing really want this data, especially from a test like the interims. So having this data on hand is very helpful for them. If you need any additional help, you are welcome to shoot me an email at jacob.landrum@rrisd.net. Have a lovely day.